can't fuck up if you don't spend money. This is key. It's very hard to fuck up. 99% of business fuck-ups are, I spent cash, I spent cash, and now I don't have enough. If you don't spend, it's very difficult to fuck up. And this is why being broke is so liberating. I was happier starting businesses when I was broke. If you're watching this and you're broke, and you're living at home, you are lucky. You are lucky. If everything goes wrong, you still have somewhere to sleep. You're still going to eat. You ain't got to worry about a mortgage payment. You ain't got to worry about car payment. If everything fucks up, you're still okay. If you're in a position where you're semi-successful, you have BMW in an apartment, now you can't afford to fuck up. You're losing. This is the point. So, if you're not successful, things are even better. But spending money is the easiest way to go wrong. If you don't blow money, it's very hard to fuck up. And that's why we go back to the way I teach you to start businesses from really free. Don't spend money. If you're going to spend money, spend it on what you spend it on here. Knowledge, information. I'm going to save you thousands, hundreds of thousands. But in general, I see people and they're so happy to spend money. Don't spend your money because it's very hard to fuck up if you're not spending money. If you've got a hustle, doesn't matter what it is, and it's bringing money in, and you're not spending money all the time, and I'm not saying be tight, I'm not saying don't invest, I'm not saying be stingy, I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying be careful and think, do I need to spend this money? And when you were to decide if you're going to spend money or not, the question is it going to make me more money? Let's take our makeup. You have your makeup. I chose makeup because I don't know anything about makeup. It's just a joke. You have your makeup brand, you have your website, you're doing some advertising, you've got a few YouTubers, makeup YouTubers using your products, and you're doing some advertising, you're bringing in money, right? You're bringing in money. Right now you're all working from home. From home, you got boxes around your bedroom, you're working on a laptop around your bedroom. Now, you have some money you can spend. How do you spend that money? How do you spend that? The answer is, you spend the money in a way that will bring more money in. So let's say you're semi-successful. You may sit and think, well, I want an office. No, you want an office. You don't need an office. You're making money without an office. Setting up an office, is that going to bring in more orders? How will you be in an office? How is you being in an office when the website's exactly the same going to bring in more orders? It's not. It's not going to change anything. If you spend that money on more YouTubers talking about your products, only spend money if it's going to directly, if you can see the clear path to how it's going to lead to more money in. Don't spend it. Too many people fuck up because they just go, oh yeah, let me invest in, oh, I need an office, or we need I have this all the time. We need it all the time. I get approached with this all the time. You need a back end. You need a back end. You need a back end. You need to spend, it's only 2 days ago, 15,000 to build me a super back end, drive to War Room, which is all run on Telegram, and all this box, so when someone buys a product, it automatically links to a Telegram ID, automatically adds them in and out. The War Room checks what products they have, links them into the right rooms in the War Room, blah, blah, blah. And I'm sitting there going, okay, I see how that would be useful. Huge, very complicated technical back end. But I don't see how that's going to bring more people in the front. I'm a millionaire. He wants 15 grand. Nothing. I don't see how me having all this fancy shit behind my website at this current stage, maybe at later, is going to make more people buy from my website. So why do I need it? All I need is people to buy. I don't need this back end, big huge back end for money. That may speed up things once they've already purchased. But right now I'm doing everything manually with So why do I need to spend this money? It goes against my business principles. When someone explains to me how this back end will convince more people at the front end to buy, then I'll be interested. But until then, if I'm going to spend 15 grand, I'm going to spend it on bringing more people in the front door. Now, if I get overloaded and there's no possible way I can deliver on my products, but until that happens, I am only interested in one thing: money in. What's the other lessons I taught you in the first 10 lessons? One of the lessons was what? What's a business? A business is this. This is a business. This is a website, ain't a business. Money in the bank ain't a business. A back end ain't a business. The only thing that's a business is this. Orders coming in. That is a business. The rest of it is bullshit fulfillment. This is your focus. As long as you have this, you will be okay. T2 succeeded for a year, and it would have been for many years, because of this. As long as you have this, nothing will go wrong. If this goes, you're fucked. You can have the best website, best cash reserves and the best back end in the world. If no one's ordering, you're going to go out of business. If you have lots of orders, no cash reserves, and no back end, but people are buying and buying and buying, you've got a business. This is it. This is your focus. If you're going to spend money, it has to directly lead to this. Don't fall for the geek shit, especially with the war room. I've had some people come at me and go, oh, it's going to be a program, it's going to be geek shit, programming, blah, blah, blah. You're going to be able to see everything. Blah, blah, blah. Very interesting. I understand why that sounds like something I need, but I don't see how it's going to convince more people to join the war room. People join the war room because I'm me and I give value. That's why they join the war room. And manually, I make sure everyone ends up where they need to be. Everyone ends up where they need to be. You could argue that this might speed things up, and that's going to go back to number one, speed. This is going to speed things up, give my staff more time. But I already do my staff time equation. Remember staff, time saving. I'm very happy with the amount of time that's being saved, the amount of money each member of the staff is making me. I have a good equation right now for my staff. That doesn't need adjusting. My staff are all fantastic. Everyone I work with is fantastic. So I don't need to invest a bunch of money. Plus, we're going to have a bunch of teething problems and not work problems. So the point is, if you're going to spend money, be careful. And if you're going to spend money, you need to see a clear link to how it's going to bring more money in. Nothing else. This is your business. Nothing else.